This is a big day for those out of the blue texts from a narcissist or toxic person who maybe ghosted you, discarded, vanished, whatever the case may be. If any day is ripe for the hoovering, it's definitely today. I think it's normal to prepare to have something like this happen. Naturally, what you want to do is have the narc blocked, but this isn't always the choice that people make, and we have to understand that. They might want to know how to respond when they get a text today from out of left field. And a lot of that really boils down to what kind of hoover do you get from the narcissist and how do you want to approach it? I have to say this here, don't engage, block, or don't, your choice, whatever. Don't let the fact that this person has decided to reach out upset you. They're children, they can't help themselves. Like I said though, some people do want to respond if that's what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do. Some people want to know what's the best response. So today being Valentine's Day, the most common hoover that most people are likely to get today is the old classic. Never knock what works consistently. The good old I love you, I miss you, I'm still thinking about you, I wish we were back together, I'm thinking about you today. Something mushy. If the narc is half smart, they're going to play to the strength of this day and go that route. It will probably get them the farthest, or they at least hope that it will. At this point, when you get a message like that, what kind of message do you want to convey to this person? Personally, I hate the I miss you text. What does it tell you? Fucking nothing. That's what it tells you. So my response, literally my own personal response when I get I miss you. This is true. I've typed this so many times. My response to I miss you is, well, duh. Yeah, I bet you do miss me because I know what this person is trying to do in the moment when they text me that they miss me. Whether or not they do, inconsequential. They're looking for the pat on the head, the cookie, and the, oh, I miss you too. Regardless of whether or not you miss them, I personally wouldn't give them the satisfaction of knowing that. It's normal to miss somebody, to love somebody, even if they're toxic. It's unhealthy, but it's normal and we can work through that. But, oh, I miss you. Yeah, I bet you do. Because more than likely, we're pretty good sources of supply. So I bet they do miss what we do for them. Certainly not us as a person. The I love yous, I wish we were still together. Again, there are different ways you can handle this. If they loved you, they wouldn't act like a child among the other awful shit they do, but there's really no point to say that to these people. So in cases like this where you're hoovered and for some reason you just feel as if you have to respond, I highly suggest and would urge you to move towards low investment responses where you respond, but you're not really giving them anything. That's what the hoover is all about. That's why they're here. Hey, if I say happy Valentine's Day, you will feel obligated to say it back to me. This will initiate a conversation. A nice low investment response can work wonders. Well, actually, we're broken up and I think things worked out how they needed to. We don't seem to work well together. Have a nice day. I can't, again, stress enough not to engage in this bullshit that they're going to send to you, but I do understand we are human. We don't always do what's right. We know, we logically understand we shouldn't engage, and I will talk a little bit more about that as we go through the video. But again, if you are going to engage, if you are going to entertain and respond, something low investment, a response that isn't really a response. Basically, a little bit of what they're giving you, a big bite out of that nothing burger. As a survivor of narcissistic abuse, I know how hard it is to find someone to talk to about what you might be going through, thinking, or feeling. I offer a wide variety of services for survivors who need that help and support. From going no contact to breaking a trauma bond, you can get some tips for healing. Or if you just need someone to listen who's been through it, I'm here for that too. You can send an email to book a chat with Jess at gmail.com for more information and to book a session. If you want to go a different route, totally fine. You can visit my website and get information about my phone chats, how they work, and you can book there as well. I'm here to help you through this. So there are other things that you can do and other ways you can go in your responses. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily choose low investment or a gray, rocky route. They choose shame. Narcissists are highly triggered by shame, so I will say go this way with caution. I personally don't feel like it's a good idea to shame these people. They're going to get angry. They might get potentially hostile. There's going to be a fight. Why fight? They're hoovering you, so you're not even really a couple at this point. So why are you fighting with a person who is basically nothing to you? But shame responses, if you choose to do so, are exactly as they sound. Something to the effect of, you miss me? I'd miss me too. If you acted like a decent man/woman, respectively, we wouldn't be here now, would we? Or something like, you love me? Wow. How many other men or women, respectively, did you copy and paste this to? Why don't you just piss off? Or, why are you texting me? I don't want anything from you. You are pathetic. Just keep it moving. You can also try good old classics such as new phone, who's this? Old phone, who's this? My personal favorites, I have to include. They are something to the effect of, I'm sorry, who's this, please? Your number doesn't look familiar in my phone. If I'm going the shame route, I personally always choose, I thought you were better than this, and that's my fault for thinking that you could be a better person. I'm really urging you, though, not to respond, not to fight. Don't respond just to try to hurt them or to make them feel bad. They do that truly all on their own. But if you do want to say something, I would attempt some neutrality, but also powerful. Let them know that you're moving on, that you're happy. You can say something like, further attempts to communicate with me are going to be, met with a restraining order if things get persistent. I know I sound like a broken record, but you can block them. Again, those low investment, gray rock, nothing responses. You don't want this person to know how much you're thinking about this. Don't give them that satisfaction. They thrive on stuff like this. It's okay to love them. It's okay to like them. It's okay if you want to reach out. It's not the end of the world if you do reach out. All that stuff can be worked on. But don't give somebody who loves using your emotions against you the satisfaction of knowing this makes you emotional. They leave you alone when they realize they're an afterthought. Don't give them much to go on. You can also text them back tomorrow. You don't have to text them today just because they texted you. Say you were busy. Say you had a date. Don't look available. Even if you're available all day long, it really wouldn't benefit you to say that you are. If you do talk to this person today, if you want to give them another chance, if you just want to indulge in the messages because you're sad or scared, alone, hell, all of the above, I totally get that. You're going to have to do at the end of the day what you want to do, what you feel makes you happy. But if you are thinking that way, I encourage you to give that some thought and maybe decide that you need to talk to somebody else. Maybe you should check out some videos on breaking a trauma bond, how to detach, journaling, and so on. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to not want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. We're human. We do that whole pack animal kind of thing. You don't want attention from a toxic place and a toxic person, though. It's not good for you, and frankly, you just deserve better than that. So make the choice to start changing your life. Stop being sad and scared and alone. But to stop being sad and feeling scared and feeling alone, you actually need to get rid of the person who is why you feel sad and scared and alone. Have you been hoovered today? Do you think it's going to happen if it hasn't yet? How are you going to respond? Let me know down in the comments. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.